Hey guys, it's Josh with Project Idea again, where we put ideas into action. And today I'm going to use this scrap wood to make this charging station. But before we get too far into the project, make sure and hit the subscribe button below and hit the bell icon if you want to be notified on future videos. The first thing I had to do was make a guide for my router. I just used a old 2x6 to do this and made it in a half circle shape. I clamped it to the table and used a router to cut in a track on each of the boards I used for the sides of the charging station. Next, I cut out each of those side pieces. This will give you kind of a rough idea of what it's going to look like. Next, I cut out all of the pieces that would make the bottom, the back, and the top of the charging station. I had to cut several slats of wood to make the roll top door. I did this on the table saw. I used a couple of different kinds of wood to get the different color variations here too. Once they were all cut, I sanded them all. I cut thin strips of acrylic to use for the tracks. These will help the door slide a lot easier on the track, as well as fill in the gap because these slats are kind of thin. Here I was pre-fitting the acrylic in the track so it would fit the contour a little better, and I used a heat gun to heat the acrylic up, and that way it kept its shape a little easier. Made it a lot easier to glue this in later. After shaping each one of these acrylic pieces, I cut them to the right length, and I just used a blade here and scored it, and then it broke really easily after that. Next, I used super glue to glue the track in place. Rather than sitting here and hold it the entire time while the super glue dries though, I did spray it with some Quick-Set. After that, I started assembling the door. I just used craft foam and cut strips to fit on the door slats, and then glued each one of those in place. I do make a handle for this door as well. I don't have it on camera, but I just used a dowel rod to do so and shaped the dowel rod into a handle shape and then screwed it into the back of one of these slides here. When gluing all these together, I did want to hold them all in place first, so I just used a little bit of electrical tape to hold them in place while the glue was setting up. The glue I was using here was contact cement. You can see here how the door rolls very freely now. Next, it was time to attach the first of the bottom boards. I did do these in multiple parts because it makes it a lot easier to be able to put that door in after the fact. See right here, it holds it all together for me while I can just slide the door in place. Kind of looks like a mini bread box, doesn't it? Finally, I was able to install the rest of the pieces to assemble all the box together. I did make sure when I was putting these bottom pieces on to countersink all of the screws. That way none of the screws will be scratching a table or anything like that that it would be set on. I put the remaining pieces on the charging station just with glue and small nails. The majority of the structure here is with the base and the sides here held together, and that was held together with screws. I used a multi-charger, as you see here, inside to charge all the phones. Once again, don't forget to subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching the video. Thanks again.